Yeah, and let's say you do carry all that, you make yourself a target.
They gonna look, he got food.
Yeah, nobody else eating. You got carrying all them goods and shit. People see you storing up your truck. Yeah. They're gonna follow you, man.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. And if you're not a part of this man's society, how you gonna get gas anyway, man? How you gonna pay for the gas if you don't got the shit?
Con.
How, man? And let's say in certain city, Esau do an EMP, your car ain't gonna work. The car ain't gonna work, man. All right, shut down everything, man. So, it's gonna be supreme faith, man.
Yeah.
All right, because you won't be getting access to no money, no bank account. If you do have paper money store up, it's not gonna mean anything. Even if you have gold and silver coins, at that time, it's not gonna mean anything.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because everything gonna be digital at that point. See? Then you got Esau as a madman, and you got other people gonna be doing other mischievous things, breaking in people's houses, killing people, taking their food, raping their daughters, doing all that. At that time, you're just gonna need a higher power, man, a higher force. It's gonna have to be with you in that time, man. All right? There's no contingency plan that you can write up for that time. You cannot, man. You just have to roll in the spirit of faith, just like Denzel did.
Yeah.
He said, I'm walking by faith, not by sight, man.
Yeah.
Wherever the spirit lead me, I'm going to go. That's the spirit we got to be in. Right? And we saying that now, but it is going to be tough, man. Right? Not telling brothers and sisters it's going to be easy walk. It is going to be tough, man. All right? That's why we get there's Sirach, the 2nd chapter. Matter of fact, get Genesis 39:7, because Joseph, our father Joseph, he caught hell too, man, because his brothers sold him, and he's living good with his father. His brothers got jealous; they sold him in captivity. He rose up in Egyptian society because the Most High was with him. Then that wicked ass slutty wife, she said, "Oh, he tried to commit adultery, and he got in prison for 2 years, man. That was a heavy trial right there, man." Right? He went from rags to riches back to rags again. You know, thinking that he was an adulterer, but guess what? Yahawashi was with him. And he got back his office, man. Job. Okay, Job literally lost everything in a day. Lost his kids, possessions, everything. Then he got sick. All right, then his 3 friends was trying to figure out what the hell did you do to get this type of judgment. That's what the book of Job is about. And his wife turned on him.
Basically told him to commit suicide.
Yeah, cursed the Most High and just died. So they show you these women ain't down, man. That's why. Matter of fact, get that. So we're gonna read Joseph example. Genesis 39.
39.
Yeah, isn't it 39?
Genesis 39, verse 1. And Joseph was brought down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, brought him of the hands of the Ishmaelites, which had brought him down thither. And Yahawashi was with Joseph.
And that's the difference, man. The Most High was with him, man. Alright? And he's going to have to be with us in these last days, man. Go ahead.
And he was a prosperous man. And he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hand.
Yeah, that's right. That's all these nations. That's all these nations, man. They all know that that's the reason why all these kingdoms were blessed, because they had the Israelites in captivity. That's why America became as great as it was. They had the greatest people in captivity, man. Greatest, man. That's why Laban kept tricking Jacob for Rachel, kept tricking him, because he understood it. Every time Jacob worked for me, I'm getting blessed, man. I want this guy to stay here. So he kept prolonging it. Well, work for me a certain more years, and then I give you Rachel. Work for me a certain more, and I give you Rachel. He kept doing that because he was getting blessed. You see? That's the same thing we read about now with Joseph. Yeah?
Right. Verse 4, and Joseph found grace in his sight, and he served him, and he made him overseer over his house, and all that he put into his hands. and all that he had, he put into his hand.
So he was second to the Pharaoh. Okay.
And it came to pass from the time that he made him overseer in his house and over all that he had, that Yahawashi blessed the Egyptians' house for Joseph's sake.
For Joseph's sake. Special people, man. Yeah.
And the blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in the house and in the fields. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand. And he knew not aught he had, save the bread which he did eat. And Joseph was a goodly person and well favored. And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph, and she said, "Lie with me."
Yeah, and that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
You the wife of the Pharaoh, man. I'm sure you women don't think, man. You know the repercussions that will come down on that man if this Pharaoh found out. Let's say he really did do it. Come on, man. The only reason he got thrown in prison because Yahawashi was with him, and he didn't do it. Right? But if Joseph was caught in the act of doing it, he would have got put to death, man. Right? And he would have put a stain on his name because he was a Hebrew, man. All right, go ahead.
Right. But he refused and said unto his master's wife, "Behold, my master wanteth not with me in the house, and he have committed all that he hath to my hand. There is none greater in this house than I, neither have he kept back anything from me but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness and sin against my power?"
Yeah.
And it came to pass, as she spake to Joseph day by day, that he hearkened not to her, to lie by her, or to be with her. It's Lakia, man. She was trying day by day.
Yeah, she was persistent.
Every day trying to lay with Joseph.
Yeah.
Like, woke up in the morning, tried again. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, it was crazy, yeah.
Where am I at? Verse 11, and it came to pass about this time that Joseph went into the house to do his business, and there was none of the men of the house there within. And she caught him by his garment, saying, "Lie with me." And he left his garment in her hand and fled and got him out. And it came to pass, and that's another thing on Slakia, like, she must have grabbed him hard, man.
Yeah.
For his garment
She
in her hand.
wanted that rod bad, like
she was fiending, man.
day by day, man.
Day by day, and then like she grabbed him.
And she grabbed his garment,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? So, I mean,
After he initially told you, no, I can't do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy made me oversee over everything, and I'm gonna go pop his wife. That's wicked as hell, man.
yeah.
How could I do, Joe's basic child, how could I do such great wickedness, man? And sin against the Most High, most importantly. Like, this man has been good to me ever since I can't do no shit like that. That's the worst thing you could do to somebody, man, because if you steal money from a brother, you know what I mean, he could, and you give him money back, or he may just forgive it off the time being, or if y'all had an argument or you lie on him, eventually y'all could bring the wombs back. If you pop his woman, like, what can you really tell that brother? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You can't say, "Oh, my bad, this, that, and the third." Even looking at you like, what? Like, that's something that you can't, it's very hard to, you can't, that's
really, like,
that's
a
deep.
deep decision.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Like,
So,
I noticed this man's wife.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna lie with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's wicked.
That's so that's what Joseph trying to explain to her. Like, yo, I can't do that, man. Okay.
Verse 13, and it came to pass when she saw that he had laid her garment in her hand and was fled forth, that she called unto the men of her house and spake unto them, saying, "See, he hath brought in the Hebrew unto us to mock us."
That's a demon right there, man. That's a devil right there. So after she was the one pursuing him, and she lied and said, "Look, he tried to." We gonna read it.
He came in unto me to lie with me, and I cried with a loud voice. And it came to pass when he heard that I lifted up my voice, and he cried, that he left his garment with me and fled and got him out. And that lie even makes no sense. How you gonna grab him by his garment and stuff like that? He flew away.
Yeah.
Like, if he tried, man, she just winging it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She just winging it. It's like verse 16.
Let's show you how dangerous women are, man. Everywhere in the scriptures give you all these examples, man.
Yeah, like Samson, Delilah.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of examples, man.
Our forefather Adam.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Solomon. Just this story right here. See, man? Yo. Read on.
Verse 16. And she laid up his garment by her until his Lord came home. And she spake unto him according to these words, saying, The Hebrew servant which thou hast brought unto us came even unto me to mock me. And it came to pass, as I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled out.
Read on.
And it came to pass, when his master heard the words of his wife, which she spake unto him, saying, After this manner did thy servant to me, that his wrath was kindled. And Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison.
So there you go. He went from a high status just like that overnight, and it was not true.
Yeah.
She lied on him, man. But that could happen to any one of us, man, as men of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
You could be just, living your normal life, doing your errands, running. Bam, all of a sudden, yo, I just seen your face on the news. They said that the terrorist attack that happened, that you were part of the group that did it.
Yeah.
And now you on a wanted list. Your life has changed, man. You can't go back home. Now all of a sudden you on the run. You see? Off a lie, man.
Yeah, off a lie.
Same thing happened to Joseph, man. Just like that, man.
And that's gonna be happening too. Brothers
Yeah.
are getting thrown in prison, concentration camps. Brothers are gonna be getting thrown in these places, man.
Yeah. So look at that, man. That's like that, man. That's why you got to stay in the spirit, man. That's what we're saying. People trying to, prepare, and which, like we say, you can't, like we're not telling you can't buy food and this, that, and the third. A lot of things are just common sense. But above all, you got to roll in the spirit, man.
That's right.
Because look what just happened to Joseph, man. Second to Pharaoh. Everything was charged underneath him. Pharaoh pretty much left Egypt for him to run. Just like that, overnight, bam, his wife lied on him, locked in prison. Right? Went from riches to rags, man.
Yeah.
Lost his status, lost his name. You know what I mean? Lost his reputation. Thinking, well, am I going to get put to death or not? He didn't know. You see? But once the Most High was with him, man. Read on. And now we saying that can happen to any one of us, man. All right, go ahead.
And Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison, a place where the king's prisoners were bound. And he was there in the prison. But the Lord, Yahawah, was with Joseph.
The Most High was with him.
Right.
And see, we bringing out these That's why we read the scriptures. The things you got to read these scriptures, man. Get into it, man. Okay, what our foreparents went through, what we are about to go through is no different than what the ancient men of the Lord went through, man. It's just that right now it's such a demonic time, man. All right? The temptations is harder, is higher, all right? Because the wicked is totally in power, man.
That's right.
See? So this is going to be the worst time ever, the worst transition. It's going to be real tough. But what are we reading right now in the scriptures, man? Read that part again.
But Yahawah was with Joseph.
Then that's the difference. Yahawashi was with Joseph, man. So the Most High got to be with you, man. So, take this quarantine time to build that relationship with your father and your big brother Yahawashi, man. You're going to have to strengthen that bond, man. Through fasting and praying, all right? Fighting constantly. If you fall, you pray, repent, and get back up. Now's not the time, like the scripture says, don't let your sins weigh you down. Right? Because those demons when they start cracking your brain, once they condemn you spiritually, then it'll just play out mentally. I mean, once they crack you mentally, it'll just play out physically, man. You see? Now the time for that, man. The kingdom is right around the corner, man. Right? But we're going to have to go through hell in order to get there, man.
Right.
All right? Matter of fact, let me get so we went through Joseph. Matter of fact, you get Hebrews 13:7, I think.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13, and verse 7. Remember them which have the rule over you, who have spoken unto you the word of the Most High, whose faith follow.
Hebrews 13?
Hebrews 13.
What's the verse 7?
Verse 7. Outside of verse 6. Outside of verse 5, Slakia. Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. So that we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me. Remember them which have the rule over you, who have spoken unto you the word of the Most High, whose faith follow, considering the end of their conversation. Mashiach Yahawashi, the same yesterday and today and forever. Be not carried about with diverse and strange doctrines, for it is a good thing that the heart be established with grace, not with meats, which have not profited them that have been occupied therein.
Yeah, because you had that debate going on back then. Certain meat that was sacrificed to idols, certain dudes didn't want to eat it.
Yeah.
Right? So, Paul said, who made that was Yahawashi anyway. Right? We're going to modern day examples. No brothers from eating Chinese food, so I won't even use that. You may go to a Elamite, an East Indian restaurant, and while you go in there, they have Shiva, this, that, different idols. And you may be like, yo, I don't want to eat here because look at the shit, look at the gods that they worship. So that was the same thing going on back then. But to a brother that seasoned, he was like, I don't care what gods they worship, I'm just there to eat the food. Who made that food was Yahawashi, man. Whatever gods that they into, that's their business, man. That had nothing to do with. So you had that going on back then, right? But there's a point I want to read. There's verse 14.
Jump down verse 14.
Yeah.
Con. For here have we no continuing city.
Oh, wait for that. Wait for the class.
Hebrews 13 and 14. For here have we no continuing city.
We don't have no continuing city here, man. We're pilgrims anyway. Right? This is not our rest.
Right.
Okay?
But we seek one to come.
We seek one to come, man. Alright? We're seeking the kingdom of Yahawah Ba'ashim Yahushua, man. That's our rest. Okay? We're not in our kingdom, man. A lot of Jake don't understand that, man. We are not in our kingdom, man. That's what Yahawashi told Pontius Pilate. Was it John 18:36? He said what? So we're going to bring out a couple of more precepts and pretty much, hit.
John 18 and verse 36. Yahawashi answered, my kingdom is not of this world.
So he told Pontius Pilate that. That's the son of the Most High said that. So you had ISUPK said at times that we should try to build our kingdom here. I mean, trying to build. Jake tried that already, man. How much Jake's tried that already, man? Why do you think all these Jakes sold out? They trying to build a kingdom here. They're trying to build a name here. They're trying to build a legacy here.
Yeah.
Okay? The Bill Cosby ass all his years of cooning, almost a billionaire. Legacy destroyed. Whether he did it or not, his legacy is destroyed, man. Kobe Bryant ass doing all this spin moves and Jordan replica dead. Just like that, man. Right? And whatever legacy he left behind, the missile's going to destroy the rest of Babylon, man. R. Kelly was a gifted singer and awards. I Believe I Could Fly, all that. Legacy destroyed, man. Destroyed, man.
Michael Jackson,
man. Billionaire, man. The most records sold ever. Legacy destroyed. The man's dead and they still persecuting him, man. See? That's why you shouldn't try to envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways, man. Right? Like Yahawashi told Pontius Pilate, we read it now. He said what?
Yahawashi answered, this is John 18 and 36. Yahawashi answered, my kingdom is not of this world.
My kingdom is not of this world, man. Right? Go ahead.
If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight?
Yeah, so he told Pontius Pilate, if my kingdom is of this world, my servants would fight. Right? All right? But his kingdom is not of this world, man. That's what he said. I pray for them, I pray not for the world. Which them which has given me, for they are thine. All right? So Yahawashi kingdom is not of this world. So what are we stressing about, man? What is Jake stressing about for things to go back to normal? That was never normal. Your life before was not normal. You grown up in the ghettos and the slums. I'm gonna do a video on that. It's not normal, man. All right? Walk outside, got piss in the hallway, dealers on the corner, killing and shooting each other, prostitution, broken homes. That's not normal, man. How the hell is that normal, man? All right. What did Solomon say? He said, I saw, get that, Ecclesiastes 10 chapter, 10 and 6.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 verse 6.
No, T's. Yeah. Ecclesiastes 10. Oh man, that's not a normal life, man. The Lord side didn't make us to be subservient, man. Our scripture says, is Israel a homeborn slave? That's why Jeremiah asked that.
Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
The Israelites, man.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
I have seen servants upon horses.
Edomites, man. Edomites ruling, man. I've seen servants upon horses. Go ahead.
And princes walking as servants upon the earth.
You are a prince of the power, man. And you're walking as what?
And princes walking as servants upon the earth.
And princes walking as servants upon the earth. Right? That's not supposed to be that way, man. A prince ain't supposed to be no servant, man. Alright? We weren't created to be working for nobody, man. That's crazy, man. Okay? What king you know want his servants, his sons to be subservient to anybody, man? Alright? Nah, because he know his son, he teach his son how to rule over people, man. Alright? How to be an overseer, man. Because he know that he's next in line to rule. Alright? Kings don't work, man. So the Most High created us to be kings and priests. So what we were experiencing before, you know, what we grew up in poverty and even if, you know, some of our people, you know, not, you know, brothers middle class, got decent jobs, that's still bullshit, man. All right? We're made for that, man. Because we just talked about jakes that are much higher positions, who are multi-millionaires, almost billionaires. All right? And look at them now, man. If they don't dance to this devil's tune, he'll destroy everything, man. Okay? He'll destroy everything, man. He'll dig up all their past, all those things that they may have gone away with, all those accusations. He'll bring everything back to light. Destroy them, lock them up. Just everything, man. Like we said, Cosby is the most famous example, man. This guy's a billionaire, man. All right? And what happened? The devil brought up all his accusations, and that's it. 80-something years old, locked his ass up, man. You know what I'm saying? You think they had a break on him? Hell no, he saw locked his ass up, man. Right. So that's why we ain't seeking nothing here, man. What precept? Oh yeah. So get Hebrews 11:10.
Hebrews 11 and verse 10. For he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is Yahawah.
Start a little further up. Okay, let's start from 6. There's 6.
Hebrews 11 and 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him.
So without what?
But without faith it is impossible to please him.
Without faith it is impossible to please the Heavenly Father. All right, everything has to be done through faith. Us even waking back up is through faith, because we don't have no genealogy and no records. I'll go back to the tribe of Benjamin. His brother go back to the tribe. We don't have no genealogy. We don't have no records, man. It's based off faith, man. Okay, everything is based off faith, man. So yes, we faith-based Israelites, man. The scriptures don't say America is Babylon. They don't say that. It's based off faith. You link precept for precept and you see it. All right, go ahead.
Right. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Mm-hmm. By faith Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house.
And we building that spiritual ark right now. Go ahead.
By the which he condemned the world and became heir of righteousness, which is by faith.
Mm-hmm.
By faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and went he went out not knowing whither he went. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. For he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is Yahawashi.
That's what we looking for, man. That's exactly what we looking for right now, man. You see? That's the kingdom we're seeking, man. All right? That's why, and we may close it out now. Get 2nd Ezra 8. Let's see where we at here. Oh, 38.
2nd Ezra 8, in verse 38, and it reads, For indeed, I will not think on this disposition of them.
The nature of the bulls. Go ahead.
Of them which have sinned before death, before judgment, before destruction. But I will rejoice over this dispensation of the righteous.
The nature of the righteous. Go ahead. Which are who the righteous, brothers. You know, you said keeping the commandments to the best of their ability, praying, fasting, doing the work, brotherhood, charity, and above all, the men that endure. Go ahead.
Right. And I will remember also their pilgrimage.
Oh, their pilgrimage. That word coming up again. That's the spirit. Go ahead.
That's the spirit.
Go ahead.
And the salvation. And the reward.
And their reward, man.
Mm-hmm.
Read on him here.
That they should have, that they shall have.
And we coming into that. Read verse 52, I think.
52. For unto you is paradise open.
So unto us, all right? Because when you read verse 1, he said that the world was created for many, but the world to come for few.
That's right.
So this world was created for many, right? All you nations are thriving, right? You on top, you got your military, blah blah blah, all that nonsense. But now paradise is open for who? The elect, man, the righteous, man. All right, go ahead.
Right. For unto you is paradise open. The tree of life is planted. And the tree of life starts with Yahawashi. All right, he's the vine and we're the branches. Go ahead. The time to come is prepared. Plenteousness is made ready. A city is building. The city is building. That's what Yahawashi said, I go to prepare a place for you. And ultimately, the kingdom is also going to be on earth, man. Yeah. Like that will be done in heaven. Like that will be done on earth as it is in heaven, man. Okay? Power and rulership, man. Dominion. Everlasting life. Who don't want that, man? And you're going to have your heart's desire, man. You want a lot of women, you're going to get that. You want a lot of treasure, you're going to get that. You want to explore the other worlds and galaxies under the ocean, access to the spiritual realm, everything, man. All right? All the mysteries that the Most High got out there, the Most High not going to stop. Okay? That's for all eternity, man. So, come on, man. That's because what you think Esau want right now? Esau covet immortality, man. That's the whole point of him making a microchip. That's the whole point of him heavy into AI and transhumanism. He wants to extend his life. These devils don't want to die, man. And they want everybody else to be their slaves. See? He want a bootleg version of what we gonna get. And he ain't gonna get it. He gonna fail. All right? Matter of fact, we may close out on that precept. Go ahead, read on. And rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. Perfect goodness and wisdom. The new covenant. All right? So we're going to close out with this one, Psalm 59 and 8. Book of Psalms, chapter 59, verse 8. And this is happening right now. That's what we were going into earlier on the wicked elite. Go ahead. But thou, O Yahawah, shalt laugh at them. So, and that's what the Most High is going to do. Because they have all these deep, dark, secret agendas and all these think tanks of what they're going to do and how they're going to cheat this, that, and the third. But the Most High is going to laugh at them, man. Because it's going to come to ruin. He's going to have you set it up to a certain degree, like we said, to punish the 2/3. But after that's done, you're going to be destroyed, man. Right. And at the top,
top crop, or you devils in the elite, you're going in captivity, man. You're actually the first slaves, man. All right? For the true New World Order, man. In righteousness, man. All right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision.
They're going to be had in derision, man. Mocking. All right? As a reproach. Go ahead.
Because of his strength will I wait upon thee.
I will wait upon who? Yahawah Ba'ashem. Yahawashi. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything more.
For Yahawah Yahawashi is my defense.
That he's our defense. He's our shield. He's our buckler. He's our help. Okay? So we're waiting upon Yahawah Yahawashi. And we don't have to wait that much longer because the Most High is moving now, man. Right? He's moving, man. Because brothers always ask, yo, man, damn. Like when the government had opened up last year, bro's like, damn, man. And now Most High ain't slowing down, man. Everything's starting to pick up, man. So we just got to stay on point, doing what we doing, get better in certain things, work on our weaknesses, and like we said, man, endurance, man. Have a, not get too attached to anything, man. Not to no job, not to no money, not to your possessions. Damn sure not to no woman.
Right.
All right? Because these women, they're feeble, man. Okay? And in a heartbeat, like we with Job, they'll leave you in a heartbeat, man. A lot of these women gonna take the chip, man. We see the spirit already out here, man. Because they're the main ones that's panicking and losing their mind. All right?
Right.
Because a whole thing with being feminine is being what? Being comfortable. All right? That's just their natural state. Women like to be comfortable, man. All right? But as a man, you're supposed to know how to deal with trials and tribulations, man. All right? So, with that, we're going to close it out. We're going to say, Call Haloyim La Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, giving us the strength once again to come and do this beautiful work. Another week, man, on a beautiful day. All right? So give a double honor to the elders of GMS, and honor to you brothers that's also faithfully pushing, sticking to the right doctrine, man. And of course to the Church of the Firstborn, you brothers and sisters that listen, hopeful elect, I'll say shalom as well. All right? With that, abad babao, shalom.